Is it going live?
It's live.
Is it going live? Is it going live? Is it going live? Are we live? We are live.
I'm gonna join YouTube and watch it. Oh wait, it says watch live now, Misha. And the winners are
Let's watch it. Have a look how it looks like.
Robert and Diana.
Oh, that's good.
A little delay. First. No, I think I was here first.
Do you see the comments, Tom Stamp?
I can turn them on. There's 50 viewers.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Good afternoon, Mr. E30. Hi guys.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's saying hi. Good. Okay,
Okay.
well I'm gonna probably just
Yes.
at least mute it because there's no point in hearing that. And then that
Exactly.
way when questions come up we can pop in the questions. Hello from Germany, Robbie.
Hello, everyone. Good. So, guys, because we are doing live stream for the phone, the audio quality could be a bit less. However, we have a second camera recording us on a separate audio. So once we're done with this announcement, the video will be published in a casual way on the YouTube channel, also together with the podcast that you can listen back to in case there are some technical issues, because this is again the first time that we are doing it. First time we're doing a live with Apex giveaway.
Exactly.
And first time we're doing a live video on YouTube. So if it's gonna go well, we will probably gonna do it later. So after the announcement, you will have also opportunity to ask us some additional questions for the while we are at it, basically. So let's get started.
So yeah, I think let's say real quick. So this isn't like our traditional summit, right? This is obviously announcing our Life with Apex giveaway, which is a pretty big event for us and something that we're pretty proud to offer. We absolutely love the Nürburgring, and we thought, well, what should we do for the community and for people out there that may not actually get to do this themselves? And to be honest with you, it was really, really difficult.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to go through and see, because I think that if you could, everybody that put in a submission deserves something. You know what I mean? So it was very, very difficult sitting there looking, and you know, it was one better than the other. No, if you didn't win, your story still speaks volumes about what the situation is. There were people that maybe have race cars or have cars that they get to drive, they just can't get to the Nürburgring, and those, you know, that desire to come to the Nürburgring is something that we can very closely relate to. But at the same time, they're very fortunate that they have cars. Then there were people that don't have cars, that had medical issues, life-threatening situations happen, and you know, you just can never say that one person's situation is better than the other. So it was very, very difficult to actually go through and say, okay, this is the best submission. So stay tuned. After we announce the winners, we're actually gonna give something for anyone that did a submission.
Yeah, anyone who participated.
So it may be, you know, a discount. Maybe if you can't get here, we'll send you a T-shirt, hat, something like that. So we'll talk about that and you know, go that route. But yeah,
So everyone's a winner, basically.
yeah, so it's not our traditional summit, so we don't have a specific list of topics that we're going to talk about. What we'll do is we'll announce the winners. If they happen to be online, maybe we'll see if they can get on Instagram, and we'll just do a quick hello with them on Instagram Live while we're doing this here. And if not, we'll, you know, let them hopefully watch this later and then see if they're excited about it. But yeah, then afterwards we'll do a little Q&A. You guys can ask us anything. It doesn't have to be about Life with Apex. It can be about the cars, about life at the Nürburgring, working at the Nürburgring, something about us, you know.
Yeah.
We'll go through and see if there's anything that we can answer.
Yeah, absolutely. So going back to the giveaway for people who might just accidentally tune in, at the end of last year, at the end of the season, we announced that we're going to do an ultimate giveaway, something that we wanted to do already in the first year of Apex, back in 2017.
Right.
We started first the hashtag lap with Apex, so people could win a lap with us for free. And
That was actually pretty exciting. I mean, it was a great day. It was snowing. You know, it was one of the one day that I really remember was a snowing day on the Nürburgring in November.
Yeah.
And people got to come and actually drive up, I think it was. Or
yeah, the M4 actually won.
Oh, yeah, we let all kinds of stuff go. I guess now
Yeah.
that I think about it. And again, it's people that maybe they were customers throughout the year and they got to come and experience something different, a more kickback, relaxed. We included the lap tickets, the fuel, everything. Or maybe it was people that otherwise wouldn't have been able to drive the Nürburgring. And when you're talking about coming to the Nürburgring, not everybody can afford to do that.
Mhm.
You've got different costs involved. You've got travel costs, you've got fuel costs, you've got lap ticket costs. And some people don't have the luxury of saying, hey, I can drop 200 euro to do a lap.
Yeah.
And so that was really special to do that. And I think it kind of just gave us a little bit of a drive to say, let's do something even bigger.
Yeah, we actually already said back then, end of 2017, that most certainly probably 18 or even later, we probably gonna fly in someone from different continent who wants to come to the Nürburgring but unfortunately, it's not fortunate enough, or it's not able to, for whichever reason, to do so up until then. So that's when we announced the hashtag Live with Apex giveaway, where people could win. You could win for flight here, 100 paid laps, so you could drive any of our cars, taxi laps, instruction laps, hotel stay, and even €1,000 worth of pocket money.
Right.
And once we had the this competition rolling, a lot of questions came in asking, okay, you need to submit 1 minute video, but how are you going to judge it? Is it going to be based on the quality of the video? Is it going to be based on the story of a person? What does it have to be? And to be honest, we said, we don't know. We just need to figure out what's it going to be. And eventually we became our own victim of this thing, that because when we were going through all the submissions, every single one was unique in its own way. And that's what made it so difficult. And eventually, when the deadline was approaching, we just said, you know what, maybe just do 2 winners.
It was really difficult. I just popped in and said hi. So it really was difficult. We were going through the submissions, and like I said earlier, we would love to say, okay, each person that submitted deserves something, and it really would be nice. And so it was really hard to pick one person. So I think the other night I was talking to the team, and I said, you know, guys, there's so many good submissions, and we're having a hard time picking who to pick. Let's do 2.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is maybe not a full 100 laps each. We'll shorten the trip just a little bit, not much, and we'll actually let 2 people come. So instead of a full 2 weeks, maybe we go 9 to 10 days, depending on their schedule. Condense it a little bit and give the opportunity for 2 people. And I think someone said, "Oh, are they going to be upset?" Well, I don't think so, because we're still offering the same package. We're still offering spending money. We're still offering a trip here, airfare, hotel stay, and really no limit on the amount of laps that we do. 100 laps was a guideline. If someone hits 100 laps, that's really a lot. 100 laps in a couple of weeks really is a lot. So it's more about developing the driver, seeing how much they can handle, and if someone gets to 100, great. If they get to 110, then that's also great. But our target is going to be somewhere around an average of about 50 laps a week. So if they end up being a week and a half, we'll shoot for 75. Okay. So do you want to talk about? Well, let's talk about this. You said very clearly we didn't know. People asked us what our criteria going to be, and we don't know that. We had no idea what the criteria was. We actually, I think you'll see a post from me, and I said, just speak to us. Tell us your situation. We don't want someone begging for a lap. We don't want someone, we want to know your life story. And there were stories that I can relate to, that Misha can relate to, that the entire team related to. Mm-hmm. I think Diana put in a pretty damn good thing, Yeah. She said, I want to win. She said, all I do is work at the Nürburgring. I come every day and I drive, or I work and I work and I work. Well, everyone else is out driving. I want 2 weeks and I want to drive a McLaren. That's what Diana said. So, so I think that she obviously had a very good submission as well. So it really was a wide range, but in the end, what made it very difficult was that you had such a wide range of submissions. Some were, like I said earlier, health issues. Some were, financial.
A lot of people have also submitted the entries not for themselves, but on behalf of their family member or friend.
Exactly.
And that was something like, it made it very hard.
And obviously, I've got 2 kids, and so I see the girls lined up telling how great their dad is and stuff, and okay, those kids love their dad and they want to see him do it. So you see all of these different submissions, and it really means something. So, but tell a little bit about your first pick.
The first pick, it's actually, if you look at it, it's kind of similar to the story related to mine. Mm-hmm. It's a guy who said, basically, I don't know, for me, the Nürburgring started as something small, playing on PlayStation, and eventually, through the years, it became something big and important part of my life. So from playing from PlayStation, being really mesmerized by it, and then you became even said really into the vlogs. And one of the things he said, I would really like to meet and now, ladies and gentlemen, the track is open, lady.
Wait a minute. He said if I win, they don't have to pay much because I live in the Netherlands, so we could save money if we change to him now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, timestamp, cut the video. We need to talk.
No, go ahead again. I was just teasing.
No, okay. If we have to go into the country, it is going to be probably one of the expensive trips to
Yeah,
be
I
safe.
think if we said, oh, we're gonna go local, let's do everybody from Germany.
Yeah,
you know, but
it would be easy, but that's not what we wanted to. So yeah, the guy actually, it is actually a very simple story in terms of, but it's like very touching, related person who actually didn't have anything to do with the Nürburgring,
exactly.
but grew through the years, through the vlogs and playing games. That's something that we really only knew from PlayStation, and now into the details that he wants to meet that lady who announced the track is open again.
Right.
And actually, you could also see he made this Instagram account only for this submission,
Yes,
because he only had 3 followers and 2 posts, and one of them was live with Apex. And
Yeah, so this wasn't about reach or anything like that.
No.
It's about an experience.
absolutely, we didn't. It was never our idea to have someone big, because of course we could just like say, hey Shmi or whoever, come here and enjoy for 2 weeks and make amazing content and promotion. This was never our main goal. So should we just say who it is?
Say who it is
Yeah.
and where he's from.
He goes by the name of Dogozo from South Africa, from Johannesburg.
Yeah.
And at this point, by looking outside and having all the snow, I would love to trade places with him. But that's basically him, and I hope he's watching right now. I hope he has. We'll see in a bit in the
Yeah, we'll see
comments.
a bit. He may not be. You just never know if the winner's viewing right now. But I think for us, it's something that's really cool to someone from South Africa that will never come to
Hmm.
the Nürburgring without this type of event.
Yeah.
You know, so we're not here looking to take a customer and convert them into a bigger customer. We want to actually share something that somebody that probably, in this case, will not come to the Nürburgring, and if he does, it's going to be a very small trip. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
we're really excited to have him join us and actually come out and partake in learning the Nürburgring more than just on the video game that you've seen it before.
Yeah,
It's been pretty
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. We had actually quite some people from South Africa. I have actually surprisingly quite a big following. If I look at the comments, a lot of people say, hey, from South Africa, and yeah, I'm excited to see this develop. So I hope you're going to reach out to us. Do we have anything in the comments at
Let's
this
see,
point?
just people congratulating him and everything like that. So that's fantastic. So the more sub 7-up laps or less with the Cupra. Shmi has some serious cars. Yes, that's on topic, and he does.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess
I know Shmi.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hello from South Africa. Congratulations. We got
Yeah, there we go.
Luke here, so that's somebody else. Cool. So good. So we've got our first contestant from South
Yeah.
Africa. What we'll do is we'll set up a round trip flights from Johannesburg to Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pick him up, bring him here to the hotel, show him around the Nürburgring.
Everything will be followed by the vlogs, and yeah, I'm excited to see that develop. No, I guess we can move on to the.
Yeah. So the next one was actually really interesting. We didn't realize this.
It was very, very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. We have a customer this year who rode in our 720 in October as a taxi lab, and we had no idea that this was the same person until
This morning.
this morning. We realized it this morning, but we'd already selected this person as the winner. But her name is Sasha. You may have seen her submission. She was in a very bad motorcycle accident
Mm-hmm.
and was in the hospital for a long time. A lot of metal, a lot of hardware, a lot of screws to put her back together. And she made this submission. We said, wow, I mean, you look at her videos, looks like she's drifting and, really, into cars and everything like that. And, was talking about how this could be the emotional boost that she needs to finally heal from this.
Mm-hmm.
And, you see that, you're like, man, that's serious, and then you think, okay, how bad are the injuries, etc. And we said, you know what, this seems very sincere, and we want to see her come to the Nürburgring, learn the track, and hopefully help her heal. And what's interesting about it is we realized this morning that she was actually here in October last year.
October 13th, I think. I was just coming back from Namibia from testing the e-tron.
And we didn't realize the case, but she actually did a taxi lap with Moritz.
Yeah.
And it was a very relaxed taxi lap because she was still healing. She was not. If you go on the Instagram, you see when she got all like pins pulled and stuff. It was at the same time she was here. So she was still going through the rehab when she went, and so she took a very relaxed lap with Moritz in the 720, just taking it easy. And now it's going to be really exciting to have her here and let her
go
the
for
car
a
go a
jog
little bit.
because
And literally 6-8 months afterwards. And so Sasha, we're excited to have you here as well. It's time to start talking about flights from Moscow to Dusseldorf.
Yeah.
So she's from Moscow, and we'll get ready to get that flight set up. So we're very excited about that. Let's see if we've got anyone. We've got hello from Brazil's, some fist bumps. Let's see. Oh, they think that we should just pick someone in the chat. That's a good idea. But yeah, I mean everyone. We've got also some people putting in some of their favorites. That's really cool. Everyone, congratulating both of them. Sasha, let's see. Yeah, so just some positive. Yeah, you know what? There weren't multiple winners. We have here. I didn't know there were multiple winners. It wasn't planned that way.
No.
But it was something where we were having a hard time to pick, and even to pick these two, it was hard.
Yeah.
This was the idea, was that you don't want to pick two people that are in the same situation. When we say, hey, that we had people from all over the world that you knew couldn't make it to the Nürburgring, it was really difficult to select. So we said, hey, let's just pick two.
Yeah.
Okay. What I would like to say is that anyone else that made a submission, if you've made a submission, shoot us a message. We'll either send you a hat, a T-shirt, or we'll give you a 10% off coupon that's good anytime when you come to Apex.
Yep.
Let's make it 15%.
Sure.
We'll let Diana know, right? she always loves when I say stuff online and then don't tell her about it, and then all of a sudden we've got like a 15 or 20% discount. Like,
Yeah.
or someone's like, hey, Robert said I could do a free lap.
She's like, okay.
And she's like, I don't even know what to, like, people could just be calling and saying Robert said, and you're like, maybe he did. So those are our winners. Does what have you won? You, Gabriel, you can ask us a question about that. But yeah, if anybody has a question, don't hesitate to pop in and let us know. Tom Stamp, do you have any questions that you've seen pop up that you think are?
Not yet. There's been a lot coming in. People are asking for food shots.
Food shots.
Food shots. Do we have anything here?
No, we have no food.
Not that I see.
There's a bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
That being healthy, I don't know. So,
one thing that also we want to announce that might be really interesting for somebody is we said that we're going to announce very soon what Misha and I have planned for some racing this year. I don't think we're quite ready to announce it yet. We might be an hour away from being ready to announce it, but we have
a meeting with a race team.
A meeting today to kind of finalize the details with it. But what's going to happen is with the Motorsport Academy, we want to do something where you could actually race with us. And this is more going to be on an RCN level. So the concept is that we're putting a package together right now where you can come to Apex. It's going to be over several weeks, so it might be better to be someone a little bit more local, but we'll be pretty flexible. The Nürburgring is why I moved to Germany. It's not really true, but it sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But
I think we should also do maybe the live Instagram video.
Yeah, we'll pop that up in a minute. Yes. Yeah. So if any of the winners are online, please type in right now, and we'll maybe pull you in on the live Instagram video. But what we're looking at doing is actually having somebody come to us, do a track day with us in the race car that we're going to have prepared for our racing. So you'll do a track day with us, and then you'll actually go to the Motorsport Academy, study with us, and we'll take you to the Motorsport Academy. If you don't speak German, we'll help you translate the test and everything to get your German race license. And then you'll do a couple track day test sessions with us, get used to the car, and then you can actually race in RCN with either me as your co-driver or Misha as your co-driver. And it could be taken even beyond one race, but the idea is practice, license, practice in the car, and then actually race with us. So it's something like that, a little bit of fun. And the reality is what we're looking at on this is no profit or anything. This is just the cost and just a cool experience for somebody to do something with us. So should be pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Are there any other questions, or can we go?
Yeah, there's lots of questions coming in now.
Okay.
So we have somebody wants to know why Robert decided to move to Germany.
Yeah,
But I think that's been covered before.
Yeah,
right?
and we'll go into that more in a summit too. I think people were wanting to do more of a personal summit about what I do for work and different things like that, and we can go into that. This one said, can you review the winners? Misha, would you like to do that?
To review that, I mean, people can see it when the video gets.
Well, just somebody just asked. So.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, it's a guy from South Africa and a girl from Moscow.
Yeah, they actually popped it in right here. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Someone's just asking, really hats and discounts for every contestant.
Everyone that submitted, yes, David, I agree completely. Every day, I'm like, wow. No, so yeah, hats and discounts for anybody. So you can either message us and say, I want a hat, I want a t-shirt, or I want a 15% discount coupon from Apex if you submitted. Now,
Yeah.
luckily there's timestamps on it, so don't all just go throw in your 1 minute video.
Yeah. If you're gonna submit now something, we're gonna see that you did it after the announcement. So
I mean, if it's really good, maybe we'll shoot you a hat.
who knows? Who knows?
Just join now. Okay, so people keep asking who the winner is. We're not going to be able to keep writing that up. Don't forget super.
Lauren, give me €5. Thanks again.
There you go. Paul, my wife does not have her own ring tool yet. That's something that we're working on. We haven't quite figured out what to get her. I have an idea for this year actually, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We need to see if she likes it first. Tom, what other questions do you have that you thought are worth touching on right here?
Otherwise, we can just go directly to the Instagram video.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
think-
questions that I think we've done before.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like
Okay.
favorite car of all time.
We'll go on Instagram. We'll see. Maybe someone will join in there, and most
So,
partly we can.
I've gotten some Facebook messages about the
Race team.
Motorsport Academy and the race team already. So that's coming pretty quick, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. So I'm live now. So we'll just go ahead and announce
Yeah.
that we picked the winners. Checking connection. I hope it's good, huh?
I hope so too. I hope again the winners will tune in and request to be part of this video.
So we've got the live Instagram from Apex right now, and then Misha's YouTube channel.
And then also third camera recording permanently. It's like the massive content arena here.
Yeah, content arena and
Couldn't have imagined when we started Apex. It's the best thing. Yeah.
this guy. Yeah, so let's see if the winners happen to pop in. If not, then no big deal. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, let us know. One thing that like we just announced that we're really excited about is doing some racing this year, starting out with RCN. As the RCN evolves, we'll probably step into a couple VLN races just for fun. Again, the neat thing about the RCN or the racing for us as a whole is that it's just about fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about building a race team that has to win, has to be competitive and always be in the front, because what a lot of people miss out on is how serious the Nürburgring is and how much danger it can bring. And racing as a whole, you're out there. What's so cool about a VLN race is you're out there with
GT3 cars.
yeah, I mean
shitboxes.
Opel Manta and an AMG GT3 or a Porsche.
Opel Manta
GT3.
is not a shitbox. It was just
No,
coincidence.
it's a coincidence. Yeah, but this is the range of cars that you have, and so for us, we want to just jump in and have a little bit of fun, enjoy it, and get after it that way. So, but yeah, so we've announced the winners. For those of you joining in on Instagram now, we announced the Life with Apex winners. We have one gentleman from South Africa that's going to be joining us, and then a young lady from Moscow that'll be joining us. Those are our two winners, so we're very excited to have them.
We just hope they're gonna jump in on this feed.
Yeah,
too.
if you guys pop in, let us know. I think you can request to join. Don't ask me how to do that. That's way above my tech level.
What's this? This the questions or something?
Oh, that's if you bring questions from
no,
a story.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I hope the winners join, but they may not be watching. You know, it's one of those things where different parts of the world, you don't know what's going on at the time. But yeah, so we're very excited to have these announcements. If anybody, for the Instagram people, if anyone has a question, let us know. Big Baza, what's faster, Instagram or YouTube? He says there's a big delay. So what one gets the information first?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. I think at some point they start dealing each other.
Another thing that we had is we've actually announced our new mechanic today.
That's
We've
true.
introduced him. His name is Sergio. He's actually come to Apex quite a bit. He was first with Misha. I visited Misha 2 or 3 years ago for the first time.
I think you have almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years ago. Okay, so he'd been around the Nürburgring, and now he then was coming here on vacation and having a little bit of fun. And now he went basically and did all his schooling for his master mechanic work. And so he's actually passed all of his tests, and he's ready to start the Nürburgring.
Yeah, so he went from Peru to moving to the Nürburgring and driving it occasionally, and now actually moving here and working
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
That's great.
So we're really excited to have him. He's down in the barn right now going through stocks and inventories and just learning what we have, learning about the cars. We went over this morning to Team Shermer, and we checked out the M3, which is completely gutted. The inside of it is completely stripped out. All there is now is basically a wiring harness that's just ready to actually get cut out. So what we're doing in the M3 is turning it into 4 bucket seat race car essentially, four seat. In the front we're having 6-point harnesses. In the back we're having the 4-point harnesses, and 4 bucket seats, full roll cage, etc. We're going to have the cage certified by FIA and DMSB.
Mhm.
And it should be really cool.
Yep.
So we'll post some pictures up of that as well. I think there's one on Misha's channel of him kicking back in the back seat.
There's
with
a
no
picture.
seats.
Yeah,
He's just
there's a
sitting on the fuel
picture.
tank, so.
And a lot of people, just going back to the fact that we have a new mechanic, people have asked, oh, did Tim quit or did he get fired? No, he got actually promoted to being a full-time taxi driver, and that's why we kind of need a mechanic, because he cannot do both things at the same time, as good as he is. Yeah. What do we
He
have?
said we're going to choose somebody who would not make it without us, and then I think he's saying that she's already been to the track. Okay, so I actually had said yes, we did pick somebody that couldn't make it without us, and that was the person from Johannesburg, right?
Yes.
So I do think it is quite disrespectful for someone to come in and try and make contradictions
Mm-hmm.
when you're doing something like this. I don't know if it's somebody that didn't win or something like that, but it's kind of silly to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, so the actual deal was, we said we're going to take somebody that wouldn't make it without us, and that is absolutely the gentleman from Johannesburg. He would not have come here, and this is something that should be very exciting for him.
Yeah.
Are we changing the price of the 4-seater taxi? No, we're not. We're not going to change the pricing. We're going to spend put a pretty good investment into it. We're going to put a pretty good investment into it, and we're going to leave it the same price because we don't want to outprice people. I always see, you always get this feedback though. It's pretty funny. It's like people come in and they say, things like, we made the video in the GTC4 Lusso, and I said, that the reality is that if we even had to bump the GTC4 Lusso up to 300, if we took that as a taxi, I said it's still affordable.
Yeah.
And that was like the end of my life right there, because people come on and said, oh, I don't want to hear some guy with supercars telling me what's affordable. And I just said, well, if you come to the Nürburgring.
He actually said, like, oh, for that money, I'd rather buy the car.
Yeah, no, that's somebody else. Somebody else said, who can afford €300 but can't afford to buy a Ferrari? I said, I think about a couple billion people. So there's obviously a lot of different mindsets when you're reading these things and seeing this, and you kind of like put your hand on your face sometimes. But yeah, it's interesting. But we definitely try to be as fair as possible and work with people to get different types of people out here. Whoever you choose is because you wanted to choose them. Fair play to you guys. Up Drummer Russ, thank you for understanding, and really it was a very hard decision. It was a very, very hard decision. I'm sure this will not be the only time that we do this. We'll probably do something like this again next year as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, for some reason.
Yeah, so I think, this is a good question. Any other cars beside the new 600 LT? Right now we have the M3 for taxi, and we have the 600 LT for taxi. Those are 2 main taxis.
Yeah.
Okay, we're only allowed, as with our agreement with the Nürburgring, we're only allowed 2 cars. We have a third car, which is our backup, so if the other car is going to service, we can run the other cars, and the third car is still the M4.
Oh, there she is.
Okay.
There she is. Well, she needs to.
She needs to.
She needs to. Yeah, she just needs to say, request.
Yeah.
Can we do
I
it?
think we can.
Go live, yeah?
The funny thing is, I don't know what she said.
Yeah, she says hello from Moscow.
Oh, okay.
So let's see if she's gonna.
So we're waiting for her to see if she joins in.
Oh, you need to do the record thing.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
How are you doing? So have you seen yet?
Sorry?
Have you seen yet that you won? She's. You can talk to her, Misha. Tell her.
Ты новости слышала?
Я обещала.
Но ты победила.
Вау! О, круто! Thank you.
Congratulations! We're excited to have you, and it's time for us to start planning your trip to the Nürburgring.
Cool.
So I would be speechless as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, very cool. So everybody, this is our. He's asking who's the winner. So this is Sasha. She's one of our winners. We actually picked 2 winners. So you guys see that we're live right now with Sasha, and we just told her that she won. So very exciting. So she's been through quite the ordeal with a motorcycle accident, very long recovery, and like I said, we were very surprised to see that she was actually at the Nürburgring last year. We didn't even realize it as she was recovering. So
Yeah, so congratulations. Поздравляю. И будем рады тебя видеть тут.
Супер, я очень рада. Это то, что было нужно.
She's very happy. That's what she needed. That's emotional.
well, we're glad to hear it. We're looking forward to having you.
We will write later on, I guess. With all
Yeah,
the
so
details.
we'll get we'll contact you. We'll get email information and we'll make it happen. Okay, and you can tell her everyone's congratulating her right now. So.
Sorry, my internet connection is
Don't worry, it's bad here
Okay.
at the Nürburgring.
Okay, well, we'll talk soon and congratulations. We're looking forward to having you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, yeah.
Very good. Okay, so I think that we figured she'd probably pop on. How do you say the gentleman? You know how to say it. I don't.
Dogozo.
Dogozo, yeah. We didn't expect him to be on. He's not a big. He's actually not big on social media.
He had
He
3
had
followers.
3 followers.
One of them was probably Apex.
And so he wasn't big on social media. So we thought that. So we figured he probably wouldn't pop on. We thought that Sasha might. So
Mhm.
congratulations to both of you guys. We're excited to have you both out here, and yeah, pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So if anybody doesn't have anything else, do we have any other updates? We've got our new mechanic. We went by and checked out the.
We're gonna announce something about the racing. We might do it on our social media today, just a
Yeah.
quick picture or
Yeah,
something
cool.
or video.
Yep.
Taxi. What else was there? No, everything else would have its like its own video, independent video. I guess one more time, final call, guys. You can ask a question.
Well, actually, Mitch made a statement, and he's 100% correct. Just knowing you guys makes me a winner.
Oh, Mitch and a lot of other people have said that the idea that we had to make a new series of YouTube videos, Tom Shermer Reacts, said we absolutely should do it. So everyone who agrees should say the same thing, so we can present it to Tom like, look, people want to hear your
Yeah,
opinion.
The people want us, but the thing is, I think that we should start with Tom Stamp's car
I
Because-
I agree.
because after Robert Mitchell reacts, I can only imagine how Tom Shermer would react. Because I said well, first of all, we had to save Tom Stamp's life today.
Yeah.
Okay, he was stuck in the snow.
Vlog coming soon.
Yeah, the vlog coming soon. He was stuck in the snow, and we had to go and get him. After I got stuck in the snow too. But mine was more just playing around. I decided just to.
Yeah.
I couldn't get up the driveway, so I decided just to completely bury it all the way down the driveway.
Then our neighbor saved us.
Yeah, neighbor saved us with his tractor. But the bottom line is we went to save Tom Stamp because he was stuck, stranded with no cell signal in the middle of nowhere with his car stuck. So we went and saved his life. But I got in, and when I went to get in to drive his car out, I hit my head on the roll cage. I couldn't even sit in the car without hitting my head on his roll cage. And so I just kind of had to yell at him and told him to get a grinder. We're cutting this whole thing out. This isn't safe. So if I was like that, I definitely want to take it by Tom Shermer and get his opinion on the whole thing. So
I'm down. I'm 100% ready for it.
you ready for
Yeah.
it? He might like spank you or something.
I don't know. I've had a whole
Tom,
year.
come here.
I've had a whole year to work up to it, so I'm ready for it.
You know the movie Kramer versus Kramer? We're gonna have Tom S versus Tom S.
You can see Tom Stamp.
There's only one winner.
Is Tom Stamp gonna be staring him up?
Uh,
Will we ever do rentals at Spa? Actually, we have done rentals at Spa.
We kind of do it. We're just
If-
like, if you really want to, then
If somebody wants it, then we can take a cartoon. But to be honest with you, we love the Nürburgring so much that that going to the Spa with actual facility or anything has not even been a topic. We haven't even discussed it, and probably really don't even need to. So yeah.
good. So,
Sebastian, you can check in later. We picked someone from Johannesburg. Definitely, we don't want to be rude, but a lot of people keep asking. A lot of people keep asking who the winner was. Just take a look back. But like I said, we have the young lady from Moscow and the gentleman from Johannesburg. What's the tan line, Misha? That's what happened is the sun hit here and not there.
yeah, that's wearing a taxi T-shirt though,
Oh, is that what
standing in the car park and.
Lauren says hello from the barn.
Hi, Lauren.
Lauren, you're welcome to come up if you want. You can bring Tim.
Tom Shermer reacts thumbs up.
Everybody wants to see it. Nürburgring Now. Hi guys. If you guys don't know, Nürburgring Now is actually a really cool Facebook page that you can jump on. A lot of chat, a lot of complaining. It's really great. You know,
Asking Stuart when the dates are gonna be announced. That's very important.
Exactly. And then him complaining about them asking him.
Yeah.
No, but it is. It's a really good resource for you guys to be, for you guys to go and see what's going on at the Nürburgring. When are people going to be there? What events are going on? Mitch, Tom loves being rescued by big men. He does, and you know what's funny, Mitch, is that we actually are gonna. You can wait for Misha's vlog. you're going to see why Tom's suspension is set up the way that it is. Okay. In order to get him out of the snow, I drove it with Misha and Lauren sitting on the trunk. And when that happened, it was like the stance was perfect.
It was
Yeah, it
It was
was.
perfect. So what he has it actually set up so he could put two big strong men in the trunk. No, but yes,
Again.
even more people wanting to turn. Yeah, we think it'd be fun just to like take, Tom Stamp's car, maybe some other Brits cars, maybe some Dutch cars down, and just let Tom Shermer react to how they're built.
Yeah.
Like he can just go in and
Go in.
give his opinion.
Because right now it's actually a pretty big trend. You started with like the roast night or something on
Yeah.
MTV, and now actually there's a
the
big
president, the presidential for
yeah,
for the US,
there's a big like now hype on Reddit and other social media posts when people say roast me, and you had also like on Control to roast my car, but this would be actually like also like roast my ring tool
Yep.
by Tom Sherman. I think it's gonna be just amazing. Tom, are there any questions on YouTube because you're recording on YouTube? You can't see the Instagram here.
There's this one guy who I actually want to answer him because he keeps asking what socks I'm wearing. So I'm just wearing winter socks,
Winter socks. That's
which
boring.
was good today.
What color are they? Do they match? The
They're
color?
blue,
Oh.
just blue. And then we've
That was
got.
disappointing, wasn't it?
You're probably expecting something very different.
You know, maybe we can say something about the Porsche.
Oh yeah, what do you want to say about it?
That we wanted to get it today, but we were busy rescuing Tom Stamp, and eventually we just got completely different car kind of on the other side of the country.
We found one that we wanted, and we found one we wanted, and then
Lost it because I got stuck.
it ended up being that it was an hour drive away,
Yeah.
and we were like, well, we just rescued Tom Stamp. That shot 45 minutes. We have to be back to Apex by 2:00. So we just literally said, fuck it. I think that was the exact point. We
Yeah.
said, fuck it. And so there's our second choice car, which actually is a better car in certain regards.
Mhm.
The nice thing was that it has the
Bucket seat.
seats in it and stuff like that.
And
So I said-
just adaptive suspension,
Yeah.
the Porsche suspension.
So we decided, just screw it. We'll just call on Monday, finalize the deal on that one, and then we don't have to drive an hour to go look at the other one.
Yeah, now we'll have to
Same
drive
time.
5 hours
Yeah,
to pick up the car.
at least
because
to
of
pick it
like-
up. Yeah,
Yeah, but we can also just.
but it saved us for getting here on time. I think
Yeah.
that was the big thing. Will the Pista be at Apex this year? Well, the Pista is my private car, so it's not something that's necessarily an Apex car. So it'll probably spend a lot of time at Apex because if I want to come and drive it on the track and different things like that, it will be here. But I wouldn't come to Apex expecting to see the Pista because it may or may not be here.
Yeah.
Ben Hollis asks, what's the number one goal for Apex in 2019?
To operate efficiently.
Yes, efficiency is the key. We said it a couple of times ago. We had last year, we just like blew our mind, and the whole thing, it just like turned the Apex upside down. Was the taxi thing. Eventually, it was good, but there was a lot of stress internally, and we want to focus on improving all the existing processes.
Yeah. I do want to give a real quick recap to everybody. Lucas S323F1, but he wasn't on the live stream,
Yeah.
so we had to give it to the next people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just
I just-
teasing you.
I got to ask you a question from Mr. E30 who donated $14.99. So thank you for that. Is there any insurance out there that can cover your own car for TF or track days? As I'll only be able to drive my own E30. Congrats from Northern Ireland. Greetings from Northern Ireland.
Yes, there are multiple insurers. You need to look at your own country, and also other countries offer the insurance. But the question is, do you really want to do it? Because sometimes it's like very questionable. For example, like for a McLaren, they can ask you like, okay, pay 20,000 euros, and then the excess would be like also like 30% of the damage. So at the end of the day, like, do you just like maybe want to slow down a bit and take it easy and enjoy the track, or maybe rent a car and enjoy it a bit more with lesser risks? This is something, yeah. Basically, go on Google, track insurance or TF insurance. Some people completely exclude the TF insurance. Or if you want to do the TF thing, just import your car here, put it in German plates, and get an insurer, which is...
Yeah, I think that's the difficult thing is every country has different regulations,
Mhm.
every country has different policies. There's German insurers that will insure your car. There's German insurers that will not insure your car on the Nordschleife. So really, there's no blanket statement.
Mhm.
There are companies that are talking about and have done actual, what would you say, like a TF insurance where you could actually insure your car for a day.
Yeah.
There are people that will do that.
Yeah, yeah. Anything?
Some people are asking about the picture on the wall behind you. If there's anywhere where they
Yeah,
can
'cause a
buy.
lot of people.
A
ask
lot
me.
of
Because that-
every single time this type of picture, because at our whole hotel, yes, we have a hotel, 5 rooms. Contact us if you want to stay at the Nürburgring. Yes, we have a hotel. News of the day. No, every time a picture will pop up in one of my videos, there will be someone who's asking where you can get those, and I think we should just like start offering them.
Yeah, what we'll do is, I think in the link or in the video link, when we put this, the permanent video up on YouTube, then we'll go ahead and just put the link to where you can buy these.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
They're not that overly expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They're really cool looking. They work well.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't personally put it. Anywhere that wasn't at the Nürburgring for my taste, but here it's awesome.
Yeah. Each from the internet is alive again.
Hamza asks, when are we going to do the summit with me and Bruno?
Good question. Well, actually, the previous summit, when we announced that we were going to do the summit, we asked if you can post some questions. We have actually, yesterday during a hockey match, people DM me that they want to attend the media workshop already, regardless of the topic and
Yeah, I
whatnot.
saw that.
So we're gonna have that regardless. But come up with some questions so we can prepare it. Otherwise, we'll do something next week. So.
There's a good question here. Is there an advantage of booking the hotel and rentals? So basically doing a combined booking. Absolutely. A lot of people don't know this, but we always offer it at different times, and we'll probably announce it for a little bit in February. But if you book taxi and rental, if you book hotel and rental, you book any combination of packages, right? Or products. So we have basically a couple main products: road tours, rental cars, taxis, and hotel. And we're going to do a cross sales deal where if you actually book 2 of those or more, then you're going to get a special discount by doing a bundle package.
Yeah. Actually, another thing that we haven't mentioned today yet in this video is that we also saw the M4, the rental M4 at Schirmer, and
Yes.
that's badass.
Yeah, it's really badass. So you guys might remember the rental N4. We have the black kidneys in the grill, and we've just tried to do a few things to make it look pretty cool. And so what we've done is now added a carbon fiber rear wing, the same one as on our F80 taxi. We've put the front splitter on it, the same one from our F80 taxi. We've painted in black. The car has no exterior carbon, so we said, you know what? This might be like sacrilegious. Some people might burn us for this, but we actually painted the carbon fiber parts black to go with the car better. This thing, it looks really aggressive. And so right now the suspension is coming off. We're getting some updates to the suspension, some fine tuning.
Kinematics. You have to mention kinematics when you talk about setup.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's like, people are like, oh, the kinematics, blah, blah, blah. This is actually a good point to talk about. A lot of people talk about what are kinematics. Kinematics is just a term that people use for things such as control arms and basically all of the suspension components. And so what we're doing is we're upgrading basically all the control arms and everything like that to basically get better geometry. A big goal for the M4 is better traction on the back end.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be very neat. That we're actually going to have a completely set up car from Schirmer with a lot of his company touches that you can actually drive, and that's not too common. You know, no, it's really not, again, a wise thing to go and invest in that way into a car and say, hey, now
I already said you're a bad businessman.
Yeah. But what we can do is we can say, okay, one thing that we're very lucky with as a whole with Apex is that I mentioned it last time. You know, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire down the Instagram live feed, because I think, are you guys here? I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. If you're not on YouTube, let me know. If most of the people are on Instagram or YouTube, just let me know. But I'll shut down the Instagram in a couple
Yeah,
minutes.
YouTube there are more. There's like
Yeah.
200
Yeah.
something.
So if nobody can test, we'll shut down Instagram. I'll give you a couple minutes and I'll continue talking about it. We'll talk through this story and then we'll shut it off.
So, sorry, go on. I've got a question.
Let me finish this one.
Okay.
So we're very lucky. I mentioned in the last video that we don't do online live booking. You can't come onto our website and say, I want the M4 for 17 March at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's because we want to talk to you. We don't want you to just go out and take a car like the GT86 when you're not ready for it. We don't want you to go out and take the Cupra when you're not ready for it. We want to talk to you and make sure that this is a car that you're good to go, okay? So for us, we are very proud that our customers, most of them are you guys that are watching, people from Misha's channel, people from Apex Instagram, my Instagram, Tom's, Kathy's, Bruno's, Diana's, whoever's, right? And so we're very fortunate that these people are our customers and friends, you know, of Apex. So when they come and take our cars, we're very rarely worried that someone's going to just go out and crash.
Yeah.
So they take a little bit more care with them.
Yeah.
Right. We're very lucky in that regard. So we kind of cover it twofold. We have a very good customer base that looks after our product, but at the same time, we have a different way of approaching the customer that treats them as a person, as a friend, as a part of the company, so that we really look after how they book.
Okay, everyone's moving to YouTube.
Okay, so
Then.
we're gonna shut this down, so everyone's going to YouTube
And
and up there. Thank you for showing me how to work the Instagram.
yeah.
Done. Okay, good.
Good.
So
Tom had a question.
So yeah, Zoe has been trying to ask this all stream, but we keep missing it. So would you dare to instruct a driver who's not yet driven 200 kilometers solo after getting a license? So a new driver on the track.
I think we've done it.
We've
Yeah,
done it.
not sure about like the exact mileage, but we had people who just barely had the license, and I'll just say it straight up: people who barely had their license, but they are cautious and know how to drive. I would feel a lot more safer by getting with them in the car than people who had their license for many years and think that they're God on the road, and especially on the racetrack, and be reckless about it. So yeah, absolutely, because just by asking this question alone, you are already know like, okay, I am aware of my, well, let's say, of the level that I'm at, and then I know you're cautious. So yeah, absolutely.
I think that a visit to a VLN team is definitely in order, don't you think?
Yeah, just do it.
Why not?
DM me or Apex.
Yeah.
We'll absolutely would love to visit you. This is becoming too serious. Whereas we're talking
so-
about serious topics today. So.
Do you want you guys to know something interesting? Is that Boris is actually an interesting character. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a very interesting character, but kind of a little bit of insight. A lot of people love to know about the whole Apex background and theory and everything. You guys will notice that maybe ironically, maybe not ironically, Misha started his new channel at the exact same time that Apex was grounded. Right? So we started Apex and Misha's channel at the same time, and Misha recently, just 2 weeks ago, hit the 100,000 follower mark, and is actually getting a lot of, I would say, notoriety with different companies. Audi for one that you guys already know about. There's a couple that you don't know about yet. That
That will be announced. Yeah.
And then they'll be announced. It's really, really cool. But one thing that we talked about at the very beginning is we said, hey, we're building a company that is a very serious company. This is a company that we're going to be open. It's very difficult to be open and not just like a complete clown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In today's YouTube thing, when we talk about a car, we don't just come in and yell at the camera and
When we pick up a car, it's not like upshifting and
Yeah.
oh my god.
yeah. And people are like, gosh, how could that guy be so bored when he gets a piece done? It's not that. It's that I'm a very fact driven and very excited. And if I think about wanting to drive my new E36 on the track, yes, I get very excited. But I think of it from a logical standpoint and think of the things that I'm excited about, the character of the car, etc. But so that's a little bit different than the Boris character.
Yeah.
Right? The Boris character is, maybe how like a lot of people might think or something. I don't know. And he just acts it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we said at the beginning, we said, Misha had a very good way to talk to you guys, the audience, but that wasn't something that we wanted to be representing Apex. We couldn't have, talking about women the way that Boris does, and things like that. That couldn't be the direction that Apex went. So we actually said what we're going to do is start up the Misha channel with something that Misha wanted to do, and really push that channel with alongside parallel to Apex, and that's kind of just a little segue onto Miguel talking about how we need to see a little bit more of Boris.
Yeah.
So and I have said to Misha, I said, hey Misha, obviously if you want to do Boris thing, that's no problem for me, but don't maybe not like standing next to the taxi or something. But I've always supported a lot of videos, and I think one of his things before you guys knew who I was, he actually had my 488 GTB in one of his Boris videos.
Yeah, and also the LT.
The LT, yeah. So those those things those things are out there, but yeah, definitely a little bit different. Who's the cameraman? Is he doing an okay job? Before I tell you who it is he doing all right?
I'm a bit wobbly
it's
today.
fine. You guys know. So I visited Apex in September last year. Went out with the 218 and the Golf GTI. Best experience ever. And there, it's back. Apex team, huge thanks to the Apex team, and especially to Misha. So thank you. We're glad that you had a good time. Yes, Doc, That's exactly what happened. I killed Boris. Blame it on me. Another American trying to shut down the Russians, right?
I thought they were friends.
Yeah, well, you know. Tom Stamp is on camera. It looks like a tripod. Man, Tom.
No try.
No, there's no tripod because
Oh.
the tripod's there.
Yeah, it looks
With-
like no tripod yet.
And the gimbal died again, so.
Yeah, DT, you keep mentioning the audio. These guys are mic'd up, but up to the main camera. So if you catch the vlog, the summit that's going to go up later, you'll be
Oh,
able
they're having a
to.
hard time hearing us?
Yeah, just a little
It
bit.
can't be too terribly bad, but yeah. So at the end of the day, yes, we're mic'd up, and when Misha puts this live on, or not live, but rolls it up to YouTube, we're ready to go. Thanks for talking about Boris. We miss him. Yeah, I think a lot of people do miss Boris. There's no doubt about it. You know, and that's something that Misha's always talked a lot about. Actually, was bringing Boris back and in different ways. And I think it's always just hard to figure out where to integrate it. You know, all this stuff that we do takes so much time. It looks like we just buy a new car and then go put it on the track, but there's so much work behind making Apex work and making it work efficiently that you really can't. I don't think you can imagine how much work it is. If you look at like a race team, okay, we ran, I think, around 11 or 1200 laps in the M3 last year. Okay, that's in one car. If you need to think about the tires, the brakes. I've promised you guys that I would do a video on what does it cost to run a ring tech.
I think it should be a separate video.
Well, it
because
should be.
we're running
No, absolutely. But I'm saying, I think that once I do that, or once we do that, you're going to realize how much is involved in making these cars operate. You know,
Yeah.
we run these cars in a year, rental cars, taxis, etc., more than dedicated race teams that are. You know, and that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I guess we're actually, well, we're almost an hour in, so.
I think that what we could do, yes, it should be dynamic. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Can I see the piece if I come to the Nürburgring? Pop in a little while ago. I said it won't be here guaranteed all the time. It'll be in and out. The barn expansion, that's something we'll talk about later. I've got a really cool idea to expand the barn and make a pretty neat space. So that's something that we want to work on. If we'll do it later this year or wait till next winter, we'll see. But anyhow, I think that's a pretty good wrap for today. If anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to write them in the post later today or tomorrow when this goes on YouTube.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely. So thanks for tuning in. Again, congratulations to the winners. We're very much excited to see you here, and I hope you guys who have tuned in, first of all, thank you for tuning in and asking all the questions. I hope you guys are also excited to see the adventures of our new team members for the 1.5 week in the year, roughly.
Quick question, if you could recommend a Boris video for somebody to watch, which would it be?
Buying a Koenigsegg.
Buying a Koenigsegg, there you go.
Or a lot on the Nürburgring, because they're probably Nürburgring, Nürburgring related, so watch that one. That's very cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright guys, take it easy.
See you, bye bye.